Hello everybody, welcome back to the Food and Drink Chronicles. Today we're out here in the Bahamas. I don't have much battery power left, so I'm gonna try and film whatever I can. But anyways, let's do this. Alright, right now we're trying to find a beach. Now I know we're surrounded by beaches at the Bahamas, but we're just trying to look for a public beach. Because like the one that, you know, is the one's right there. Once you got the ship, that beach was really crowded and it wasn't really a big beach. Like there wasn't anywhere to sit. They had this whole other side that was open. I guess it was like a residential part. It's crazy. So now we're walking. I think we've been walking for like maybe half an hour or longer. What do you think? Yeah. I've been walking for a while, just trying to find a beach. But what's cool is that we're over by Resorts World. Oh geez. All right, we've made a tactical error. We are here and we're trying to get to here. We're only halfway to where we're trying to get to. So I think we're just gonna head back over to where we were. Oh well, we tried. You're not feeling it? You're not feeling the Bahamas?
No.
Yeah, I mean, if you're into beach vibes, which I think we got some family members that love the beach, I think they would really like this place. They'd be totally down for it. But us, so I brought 5 bathing suits and I'm on my second pair. I don't really swim that much. I don't go to beaches that much. I don't like sand. It's rough, it's coarse, it's irritating, and it gets everywhere. So it's, by the way, we don't have anything planned for the day. We don't have any shore excursions. We don't have any dining reservations. So we're just gonna wing it, Food and Drink Chronicle style. It seems like here, if you wanna get anywhere, then you gotta take the World Resorts. You gotta take the World Resorts Casino Tram. I think that'll get you to the main beach, or at least a bigger beach. I could be wrong. I don't know where it takes you, to be honest. But it does seem like a good mode of transportation because everywhere out here is a fairly long walk. So I guess the cool thing about the Bahamas, for those of you that don't have a passport, this is as clear as it gets from what I've seen in the States. I know when we were in Cancun, the water looked like this and it was pretty awesome. If I was gonna guess, I would say this is a transport ship to take you from the Bahamas, probably somewhere more inland, where you can catch a cab and get to the airport. But let me know in the comments what y'all think. Yeah, there's a lot of people getting ready to board this thing right now. That's when your vacation comes to an end. All right, Bahamas, we're out of here. We're getting back on the ship. All right guys, so the cruise that almost didn't happen that happened is coming to an end. We're on our last day, but we got to backtrack a little bit. So we got to eat at the Manhattan Room, and the Manhattan Room was pretty good.
Yeah, the Manhattan Room was the last of the complimentary dining options that we hadn't tried. So we went today. It is only open for dinner, I believe. So that's why we hadn't tried it, because we had other things lined up throughout the week. But we finally did. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, we both had beef sliders.
Yes.
Those were good.
Yeah, we had beef sliders for appetizers, and I had beef. I had some sort of beef dish that came with steak potatoes and broccoli. It was pretty good. I liked it. The meat was pretty good. Everything was really tasty. It's kind of weird to say like, oh, it was good, but it really was good. Like, it's so strange being on a cruise ship and all the food is so good. It doesn't matter if it's one of the complimentary dining restaurants or if it's one of the specialty restaurants. They all have really good food.
What did I have? Some kind of grilled shrimp again? Oh, you know what? I think I actually saved the menu. Let me see here. So I can pull up the menu, I can see what exactly I had. There's I mean, it was a long time ago. Like, we actually went to a show. We checked out Elements.
Yeah.
So Elements was a pretty good show.
Yeah, it's the only show that we actually saw throughout this cruise, and it just happened I don't know, just like barely happened, I guess. And we happened to go to the theater, and usually you have to make a reservation the day of or the day before. So we just showed up, and it was only like 5 minutes before the show started, and they still had some empty seats, so they let us go in.
Yep, you can't film it at those. So we didn't film anything. We have no coverage of it.
Yeah.
So if you want to see it, you're just going to have to come on one of these cruises and catch Elements.
Yeah, it is basically like a magic show mixed with acrobats.
Acrobats.
Yeah. So it was pretty interesting. It was pretty entertaining. It wasn't long either, maybe like half an hour.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so not bad.
Actually, so I just found the entree that I had. I had the grilled lemon pepper shrimp, and it was really good shrimp. I think for a lot of my meals I had shrimp. Bacon wrapped shrimp, scampi shrimp, I don't know.
I had the shrimp Alfredo.
Shrimp Alfredo. I think you had that. That was really good. I tried it. I really liked it. So yeah, the Manhattan room was pretty cool, and I think they even had a different menu from what we saw when we first checked it out. So if you go back and look at some of my B-roll of it, you'll see that there was a different menu at that time. So it changed up a little bit.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, because it had similar things that we had before.
Yeah, so the 3 complimentary restaurants, Savor, Taste, and the Manhattan, have, I would say, like foods that they serve throughout the 3 restaurants are very similar. But then there's like 2 or 3 dishes that are just for that restaurant, which is still pretty interesting to check out all of them.
So then after that, we got to check out the casino for a little bit. We played some slots, we lost some, but we were able to gain some back. We didn't lose too much money in the long run, but then we did buy some scratch-off tickets. And we lost a little bit to those, but nothing too crazy. We were very responsible with our gambling.
Yeah, we're not gamblers, so we did not bet a lot. We did not lose a lot. Just for fun, for passing time, especially on this last day. There's not a lot going on, just because we're gonna hit port overnight and we're disembarking tomorrow.
Yeah, it's like a wind down sort of thing, but people are still trying to get their party on because it is the last night. It looks pretty fun out there. So now that our cruise has ended, I had a list of like things that I thought were the best and the worst, but I think I just want to wing it. So really for me, actually for you, what was the best? Another question.
I don't know. I mean, for me, the excursions were the best part of the trip. We got to visit a bunch of ports, and we got to take part in some very interesting excursions that otherwise we probably would not have done if we would have just visited on our own. So I thought that was pretty cool. And you get the security of going with the group, going with the scheduled bus tour, that you know that is going to be safe and that they're not just going to be ripping you off.
I think my favorite things were really like the food and the drinks and all the different food options and the dining options. I was really surprised because I thought, like at one point I thought, well, maybe the Garden Cafe, which is like the main buffet that they have here, is probably exactly like all the other dining restaurants, and it really wasn't. But I think one that really stood out the most was Teppanyaki, because it was that hibachi style sort of grill. The other thing I really liked doing was all the onboard entertainment. So I did get to ride the loops, ocean loops, whatever you call it, and the aqua racer. The loop one had a lot of rules to it, but I was able to do it. So if you're gonna go ride that ride, you need to weigh no less than 120, and you can't have any metal on yourself whatsoever. So take your wedding bands off, take your jewelry off, and also your swim trunks, those little holes that have your strings that come out of there, make sure that those are not metal. So I actually had to put on some workout shorts to get on that thing. But it was a lot of fun, and I did it like twice, and it was really scary each time. You're just like, but it was fun.
So the ride is a water ride where you stand at the top, and they open a trap door on the bottom of your feet, and then you free fall, and then gravity takes you through some loops that the slide has.
You kind of get shot up and around. I don't even know how it works, but gravity.
So that was one of the aquatic tubes, aquatic
slides.
attractions, aquatic slides that is here at the Joy. The other one is just basically
Little
a tube.
water slide, tube slide.
Yeah, you get on a tube and you go down a slide. It was actually pretty fun. It goes very slow for anyone that might be scared that it's gonna shoot you out. It's not. You're just relaxing on the tube going down. It was pretty fun.
But I think my favorite entertainment, I think would have to go to those golf courts at the Speedway. That Speedway was something else. I mean, it's a lot of fun. You just have to experience and kind of see what it's like, because you start off kind of slow, but then eventually you start going at a pretty good speed. And I thought the handling was pretty good. I was really impressed with the track. It was cool.
Yeah. For those of you that live in Austin, Texas, it is similar to the
F1 racing? No.
the carts that are in Revel that used to be Austin's Park and Pizza. It's very similar to that, except the little carts handle better than that. Plus, you get to do it in the middle of the ocean. So that's pretty cool.
Complaints?
I mean, for me, it's not a complaint, more so as like not understanding the beverage package, the plus, the premium plus beverage package. There's some things that you're able to order, but it says on the website it doesn't list everything that you can order. So you kind of have to like guess or ask the bartender like if that's included with your package. So for the longest time we were getting water from the observation deck.
Yeah, just get like a little glass of water, like, you know, the water that comes with the buffet. Yeah, we just filled up with the ice, filled up with water, and
We would take
walked
it
out
to
to our room.
Yeah. And we did not realize that we could order like the big cartons of water from the bar, and that was included with our drink package. So I don't know. I guess they just need to be more clear as to what really is available with your drink package.
I mean, it's not lined up and it's not spelled out very clearly, but also you were able to get like bottle service at like a lot of the restaurants, and we didn't know that was included in the drink package. I really wish you would have known about that too. A little quick service.
Another thing that I found weird was that there was no like convenience store, which again, this is our first cruise and I did not know what to expect, but at any hotel that you go to, they have like a little convenience store with like chips and candy and soda that you can buy. But here, there's no such thing.
Nope.
There's a little section in one of the stores with like basic necessities, but it's a really small section. And that's about it.
Overall though, this was a great cruise. I mean, we enjoyed it so much that we actually put, you know, what is it, a down payment, a deposit? A deposit, yeah. We put a deposit down on our next cruise. We still gotta think of where to go though.
Yeah, so they had a good promotion going on where they doubled your deposit. So we decided just to put one down. You're able to use it within the next 4 years. So we figured within the next 4 years we could probably go on a cruise.
Anyways, that's it. I mean, this is it for our cruise videos. It was a lot of fun. Can't wait to do it again. But hey, if you guys have not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe and check out all the other cruise videos that we made since we've been on this. You're probably gonna want to go back to the first one if you haven't watched it, or watch all of them. Anyways, that's it. Food and Drink Chronicles out.
Bye.